I think my next question is very straightforward. Local government autonomy is still a very pressing issue in the country today. You know, we have the federal government on one side and we have the governors on the other side. Where do you stand?
Number one, if you look at the constitution that was handed over to us by the military in 1999, by section 7 of that constitution, local governments, democratically elected local government is guaranteed by the constitution. Now, don't make mistake to think that is a tier of government. No, it's not a federating unit. It should be under the control of the states. But what is important is that the existence as a democratic structure is guaranteed by the constitution. Now, when you also look at that section 7 also referred us to the 4th schedule. The 4th schedule also listed the functions of the local governments. Yeah. Unfortunately, the governors, all of them, with no exception, have violated that portion of the constitution, or that provision of the constitution. And I recall by 1987 into 1990, up to 1992-93, democratically elected local government was very okay. Go and check what they were doing at that time. Many of them were doing the roads. I can tell you, I used to have, when I worked with in 1992, that was actually my brother. He was local government chairman in Obaro. The local government road was not passable, and he made budgets to get it working. The then chairman of my own area at that time had to do the roads. Today, the other day, I was somewhere in Imo State, isn't it even be local government? There was no road to that local government, and the chairman was helpless. Go and check many local governments in Nigeria. Some of them, there is no access road into the local government. Some of them could not even cut grasses in the local government because their finances have been muzzled up by the state government. And go and check, some of them now have appointed sole administrators. How do you have such? If we have appointed governors, how are we going to feel? So I think it's very important, because this is the only government that takes care of the yearnings of the minorities. Remember that most states have a lot of minorities. If you go to, for instance, Benue State, where you have a particular ethnic group always providing or producing government, and he refuses to do other things in other minorities, not just Benue. If you go to Niger State, if you go to Taraba State, you go to Adamawa, many of the states have ethnic nationalities, even Delta State, within the local government. And that was why we said, and that was why the Constitution said the local government system as a democratic institution should be guaranteed. It is simply to take care of the problems of the minorities, allow them to rule themselves.
But the governors, but the governors will say, sorry.